Just for some context, Cloud9 did lose to G2 in the group stage of this RLCS, which is the same as what happened last season. But Cloud9, since then, I think they only beat G2. They beat them at... No, not Gnarly. They beat them at RLCS. And they beat them... I'm sure they beat them twice, didn't they? Maybe they only beat them at RLCS. How many times did Cloud9 and G2 play since G2 beat Cloud9 in group stage of RLCS Season 4? That's a fake kickoff by Cloud9, which worked out pretty well. I know you guys are going to be like, no, he's pausing already, but listen, I wanted to see, or tell you guys something. So this is what's really smart about this fake kickoff. I like it. I like it from Cloud9. Like, we can't see it now, but off the screen, in the bottom corner, I would not be surprised if this is a double boost grab by G2, which is very important. If you try to do this kickoff strat against a team who are cheating with one player, you're going to run into some trouble. All right, Salminator, we're going to listen to this, because I know you did ask.
Do you ever just stream and not cover the whole screen with your nose just to flex on Johnny? Also, do I get compensation for the no Brian spam like your firstborn? But an emote is also fine.
Not sure about that, Salminator, but thanks for the 7-month resub. I appreciate it. Thanks for using your Prime on me, not anybody else. You want this to be lighter? If you want it to be lighter, then let me know. But anyway, back to the most important thing. When you're doing this fake kickoff strategy, obviously Squishy has faked the ball, and he's going to grab this boost on the top half of the screen. I should really use a... Wait a minute. Let me get my... Where's my pen? Okay, I got it. So Control D should be a pencil. All right. So Squishy's going to grab this boost, and then he's going to turn this way. That is important. You need to turn aggressively if this kickoff works. Obviously, if JNaps read the fake kickoff and hit the brakes, then the ball would just be in the middle of the field. Squishy would want to turn back and help out Torment, either by ambushing JNaps, who might be trying to dribble, or by backing up Torment and getting a save off the backboard if JNaps decides to flick it. Off screen, this direction, we have Gimmick. He is collecting the boosts at the back corner. And then he's going to be swooping into the right side of the field. Now, why is that important, you might ask? Well, we've got options right and left for Torment, because there's no guarantee which way JNaps is going to hit the ball. If he doesn't read the fake kickoff, and he does hit the ball towards Torment, he might hit it this way, in which case Squishy's going to be the much easier option for Torment to pass to. If he hits it this way, Gimmick is going to be a much easier option to pass to. If he hits it straight down the middle, which is what happens here, Torment has the option, and he could pass either way. And he wants to pass to Gimmick because Gimmick is actually closer to him. So that's all what Cloud9 are thinking. Now let's think about what's happening off screen this direction, because there is one player over here. I'm not sure who. JNaps is obviously here. Kronovi, I think, was the one who exited to the top right of the screen. So it's likely that G2 have done a double boost grab, which is perfect to do a fake kickoff against. The reason why it's risky to do a fake kickoff, if Rizzo is right here cheating, or Kronovi, if they're right here cheating, following up this kickoff really closely, then Torment's pass, let's say the ball goes this way, Torment tries to pass to Squishy, that's really easy for Rizzo to intercept. Do you understand? That makes sense. So if the other team have a cheater, faking is actually not a good idea. So Squishy at the last second could decide, okay, we're not faking, hit the ball, and then you're all good. So that's the thing that's like pretty much all the things you want to remember with fake kickoffs. What are the other team doing? What are we doing? Yeah, as you can see, Rizzo entered the screen from this angle, so it looks like he did. Like he came in from this angle, so it looks like he did go for the boost grab. Kronovi came from this place. We actually saw him going for the boost, so double boost grab. No danger of an early interception. That's why we've got Torment's pass to Gimmick. That was here. Gimmick's pass to Squishy, and Squishy's going to try and do something with it. How do I get back to cursor? Here. But yeah, it does get challenged. It's also worth mentioning, for fake kickoffs, let's just take a look at what Squishy does here. So I think this can be improved on. If you look at the direction that Squishy is going, he's going down the line. I think this is a mistake. I think he should be cutting infield, because Gimmick's pass should probably be going straight down the center circle, and then Squishy should be driving infield, trying to get a flick on towards the G2 goal. But as you see, he's going down the line, and that's far easier for Rizzo to intercept, because now Rizzo can intercept it here. If the pass was towards the center circle, Squishy would be hitting the ball before Rizzo. So that's a little bit of a mistake. Cloud9 not playing the fake kickoff follow-up as well as they could have. Very easy interception for G2. Will on the bus. Thanks for the prime sub. I had to think about that one for a little bit. Got there eventually. Who got that boost? Oh, okay. This always happens in Rocket League. So I think Torment was just trying to mess with Kronovi here, but Kronovi actually just jumps over the top of them, which is pretty smart to get this boost. Yeah, Torment didn't get that boost. Kronovi got it. I guess Kronovi just got into the hitbox a little bit before Torment did. Good dunk again by Kronovi. Kronovi really did have a fantastic regionals, at least from what I could see. Like I said earlier, I didn't watch all of this match. I just saw the scores as they came in. Do you guys want this still to be louder? Press 1 if you want me to put the volume up for the game. 2 if you don't. Alright, so how did this happen? Alright, so Rizzo may have been 1. Okay, I'll put it a little bit louder. Let me know if it goes too loud. Okay, I'll put it up substantially louder. Take a look at Rizzo here. This is very interesting. So, the ball's coming in here. Rizzo is just behind this really pointless blue board that still exists in the corner for some reason. Please, Psyonix, remove this. I don't think I've ever looked at that and thought it was useful. Thanks for the tier 1 sub, Funk Monk 4. Way too fun to say that name. Listen, I'm going to leave it at this volume for a while. Okay, Rizzo's entering screen left because sometimes the ball can perfectly carve up the wall. Oh, we're loading for some reason. Perfectly carve up the wall, and if it does, then Rizzo's going to be able to follow up on it very easily. As you see, he was going to be ready to drive up the wall, but it doesn't. It kicks off the wall, and at that point, Rizzo could hit the brakes and fly straight up for this, but this is really smart what he does. He drives straight down the line. Look, he's even just gone for a boost grab there, because he knows that probably one of his teammates behind him, since he is the furthest player forward, has a better hit than he does. Pass wasn't actually as good as it could have been by JNaps. I think he hit it a little bit too far away. But great forward run by Rizzo. Really, really good play. G2 have been really good at coming back. Like, their mental fortitude these days is so much better than it used to be. So much better than it used to be. They used to be the team that choked all the time, and now they've gone completely opposite. They're just so confident all the time. Nah, this seems fine for me. This is probably fine. But we're going to be doing a little bit of both. We're not just going to be talking about G2 here. We're talking about Cloud9 as well. It's an excellent interception by Torment. Alright, so what did we just see there? What did we just see here? Seth the Boomer, thanks for the 2 month in a row. Welcome back to you. I appreciate that. Alright, what did we just see here? Like, look at this position. What position is Torment in? Is he first man, second man, third man? Where is he, Twitch chat? No. Are you guys trolling? He's not third man. Because look, even though right now he's third man, he just swapped positions with Torment. Who's in the way back? Who's in the way in? Torment is the third man here. Gimmick is the second man. Now, we don't know what Torment's boost is. We've talked about this before. It would be nice, I think, if there was like a boost total. Instead of this big blue box, why don't we just have Cloud9's player names on the left and the boost amount that they have on the left, and then G2 on the right and the boost amount that they have on the right? That would be nice. Did I say Torment? Oh, sorry. My bad. My bad, I meant Gimmick. My mistake. Okay, you guys were right then. I mean, I expected you to be right. But yeah, let's keep an eye on this position. So Gimmick, kind of lurking at the edge of the box, hoping that JNaps clears this badly. But the second it goes high, this is usually the time for Gimmick to just rotate out and let Torment come in, because the last thing he saw is Torment going behind. Late Troll, thanks for the 6 months. Let's go full speed again. But he jumps up and pops it, which is something that kind of, it wastes a lot of boost. It doesn't, I don't know if it really does anything for Cloud9. Fortunate that G2 didn't capitalize on this. This is a very, very juicy ball. Suddenly, if somebody from G2 is here, we just have a double commit here for almost no reason. I don't know why. I don't know why Squishy and Gimmick were both up for that. All right, so JNaps is out of boost. It would be nice to know what boost totals are. Rizzo with good covering there. But yeah, the point is, these sort of, I think these sort of touches in the midfield in Rocket League are going to become less and less common. It's quite common these days. Thanks, man, Sarius, for the 5 month in a row. Appreciate you. But it's quite common in Rocket League for a player to see the ball coming at them, it's heading towards your goal, you stop it. So all these touches that Cloud9 are doing are just stopping the ball, lofting it high, and then there's lots of boost being used to follow up and continue getting touches. But these touches, they only do something. Like, this only accomplishes something if G2 try to contest it. G2 aren't really doing it. They're just like chilling. They're like, yeah, that's not dangerous. They just attacked. They just used probably 200 boost and they did absolutely nothing with it. Like, these touches that Cloud9 just did, they only do something if the team tries to contest that ball. G2 have realized this isn't threatening. This aerial isn't going to do anything. This center ball isn't going to go anywhere. Let's just leave Cloud9 to make their hits, and then we're just going to take the ball and use our boost more efficiently.
As we keep going from all or nothing defense on both sides. Already an interesting thing.
So a bit of a mistimed hit there by Gimmick. That could have been a huge clear. That could have been a massive clear. He read Kronovi very well, but timed the half volley a little bit badly. It's honestly the thing that Cloud9 have struggled with the most, not just in this series, and I can't really say if they do in this series because I haven't really seen it in detail. But Cloud9, they've struggled with clearing the ball versus good teams, and G2 are of course a very good team. Let's take a look at this again. Well, actually we need to go back a little bit further. So nobody contesting Squishy here really until he gets all the way into the corner. Alright, this is just, yeah, very, very bad timing. Very bad spread by Cloud9. G2 did great. But there shouldn't be time. Also, Squishy just whiffed that, by the way. That's just a clean whiff. He should have hit that ball. But the bigger problem for Cloud9 is their spacing. If you guys look at how far out they're spaced here, this challenge by Gimmick, he doesn't do enough. He doesn't take Rizzo out of the game. A better challenge here by Gimmick would actually not be to jump. Or what Gimmick should do here. Actually, I'll let you guys decide. What do you guys think Gimmick should do? This is interesting. This is actually something I've been thinking about quite a lot. What do you think the best play is for Gimmick in this situation? Go Twitch chat. Demo all three opponents. All right, let's keep it realistic. There's a very, very easy and effective play that he could do here. Rotate, uninstall, leave the game. Goodness sake. Why did I ask you guys anything? Fake challenge is correct. Fake challenge is the correct answer here. Okay, a lot of you guys got it. So we'll back it up just a little bit. Just so we can see. Okay, this is a position where G2 have so much time on the ball. And G2 have realized that. We've seen that earlier in this game. They're dribbling a lot. Let's go to half speed and watch what happens. So this is still a play where G2 have to take 3 players out of the game. Oh, we're going to freeze it on this frame because there's not boost in our face. If Gimmick at this point drives up, fakes a challenge, turns around, that will prevent Rizzo from recovering and taking the ball past the second player as well. Because he can force Rizzo to pop the ball or do something with the ball without actually challenging. He doesn't need to throw himself at this ball and get a big dunk. That's not necessary. Instead, he should have faked the challenge, turned around, and then as Rizzo's making this touch, he should be ready to either follow up on this ball, stop the shot, or just stop Rizzo from making this pass entirely. He'll drive around. Basically, it's his job to intercept this. He should be running disruption on this. Why don't I use replays? Because I prefer doing it like this. Just prefer it. And we see a similar sort of problem at the back. The spacing of Cloud9 just allowed G2 time to make a play. Like right here, play on the ball from Rizzo. Another play on the ball. You've got 2 options here if you're Cloud9. Either have Torment follow Gimmick closely, so that when Rizzo makes the first play on the ball, he can beat Rizzo to the punch. Or Gimmick fakes his challenge.
Have to complete the trifecta. Least I could do for the hundreds of hours of entertainment from YouTube. Happy to catch you on Twitch. Any recommendations for places to visit in Edinburgh and Glasgow? I'm visiting from Canada in June.
Funkmug, thanks so much for the tenor. That's the trifecta, the cheer, the donation, and the sub. I really appreciate that. Glad that you're enjoying the YouTube content. I use, whenever I want to go out, and I'm from Glasgow. Well, I live in Glasgow. Whenever I go to somewhere in Glasgow or Edinburgh, I just use TripAdvisor. If I want to get food or do something, TripAdvisor's usually got the right idea. So get TripAdvisor on your phone, that is not going to lead you astray. You'll get good food, good nightlife suggestions, good day like things that you could do. Probably tell me what kind of things you want to do while you're here.
G2 looking solid. Cloud9 looking to respond.
Okay. That's close. That's very close.
G2 looking solid. Cloud9 looking to respond.
Yeah. JNaps actually, I like that JNaps. Watch what JNaps does here. Cheats forward. Then he goes around in a corner a little bit. But where's his car facing when this hit comes in? The garage. Not get it. Not the garage. So yeah, JNaps cheated here. And that means that when this ball goes up high, he's actually like reacting to what's happening. Couldn't challenge this hit by Torment. He's just sat around in the middle. Like, I think JNaps literally just drove in 2 circles while all this happened. Really good hit by Squishy though. Look at that infield pass off the wall. So good. Gimmick manages to spit it in. But that can easily be avoided by G2 if they don't cheat and go for boost. At the same time, they can go for double boost, or they could just leave someone in goal. Easy. TripAdvisor sponsorship. Yeah, not even sponsored. Not even sponsored. I did get my LAN ticket. I did. Got it already. Why do teams always do this? I swear. It's so risky. JNaps is still solo on boost here. Trying to play Rocket League with no boost. Another one of those touches by Cloud9 where the ball's flying at somebody and they're just trying to stop it from advancing instead of letting it continue on to someone in a better position. Not that it's always wrong, but it's worth noting. Oh, the bump attack. What a play by Rizzo. Did you guys see that? What a play. Look at that. Getting up on the wall to dodge the demo and then recovered in to get the save. That's fantastic. Yikes. It is my... Wait. Yikes. It's my X. I appreciate the tier 3 sub. Welcome to the stream. I'm just going to really quickly write your name in this document that I keep. And thank you for the prime sub, Arnon, as well. Rizzo had such a good season this season. Who got the MVP in America? It was Garrett, right? I think it was Garrett. Which I think is fair. I think Garrett was MVP. Rizzo definitely deserved one of the weekly MVPs. I think JNaps got it instead of him. JNaps then tweeted at Rocket League Esports saying this is a bad idea. Oh. Quinn, you're not wrong. They do just let JNaps through. What is going on? What is going on in Cloud9's defense? Alright. You usually got to rewind back about 20 seconds to find out, right? Squishy gets a dunk. Gimmick. That backflip was probably intentional. I think he realized he wasn't going to get up in time to the ball. Where does Gimmick go for this entire play? Does he miss the boost or something? No, he's just not there fast enough. So there's a problem here for Cloud9 because, again, there's a challenge coming in from Torment with no backup. So Torment could just try and stall a little bit more there instead of driving forward. Sort of the same mistake that Gimmick made for the first G2 goal, just like driving forward when he should probably just fake a challenge. I don't know, maybe Torment thought that JNaps was going to take a touch, but JNaps just like bam, bang bang, goal. Easy. Tilting turnies, yes. Yikes. Yikes, it's Mike's pronunciation. Ah, okay. I appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much. The tier 3 as well. Well, listen, if you want a replay review today, could be the day. I've got a couple in the works, but we might do some of those after this video review.
Talk about no man's land. We see Torment. He rotates immediately towards JNaps, but there's just
Cloud9 have got to do more. It's just all too easy. Rizzo for the first goal. Well, Rizzo with the pass, Granovia the shot, and then JNaps with the solo play. Like all of G2 are just having such an easy time. What is this camera? Right, this is a camera glitch for sure. Okay, thank you. I'm like, switch off Torment. Switch off Torment. Well, I'm really good at Torment here. It's pretty easy to tell when there's a camera glitch going on. Some good defense by Torment. He was blocking a shot, and also when the whiff happened, he managed to get a hit. That's something that you always have to think about when a shot is coming in, or a potential shot is coming in. Quite a few backflips here, but they might be intentional. That should have been a goal. That's a huge let off. That should have been a goal. Great pass by Gimmick. Should have been a goal. Squishy just not on point this game at all. Not on point in this game one. Just missed a challenge for the first goal. Missed essentially an open net. For a player of Squishy's caliber, that's an open net that he just missed, I believe. Obviously, there's a small chance that he couldn't catch up to the ball or get around it in time, but I think, based on what I saw, that it should have been a goal. I'm sure that all the Squishy fans on YouTube are going to disagree. But no, if it was possible, Squishy would have scored it. Scores everything. Per Squishy. Per Squishy. You get such high expectations for everybody. Let's just skip ahead here to the second game. This is game 2. Aquadome. What did Diamond players do badly? They cut in front of their teammates all day. How can you get one's champ? You just score more goals than the other guy. A lot. It's cheeky by Rizzo. Oh, that's so cheeky by Rizzo. Alright, let's pause it here. What's the problem here? Again, for Cloud9. Analyze your casting? Nah, we're here to talk about the gameplay. What's the problem here, Cloud9? Twitch chat, what do you think about this one? You're all saying double commit, both in the air. Well, actually, one player's on the wall here. This is the same problem that Complexity, well, it was Method back then, had against Cloud9 when Squishy scored that insane stealing shot. Like, Gimmick is making a challenge here. I think you can all agree with this. This is a challenge by Gimmick, right? No fake challenge. Nah. It's not time to fake a challenge here when the ball's in your box. This is a challenge. But what Gimmick fails to do is realize that the main or the biggest threat to his team's goal at the moment is actually a fake. He fails to identify what the biggest threat is. Let's watch what happened. Is Rizzo's shot from this range, with this momentum and with this boost and with this ball position and with Torment's position in the back wall, is this going to beat Torment most of the time? Probably not. I think Torment is saving this shot most of the time. So, what should Gimmick be more scared of? He should be scared of the fake. He should just be scared of the more soft touch by Rizzo. And I think he was going for more of a block in the shot instead of just going straight for the ball. Rizzo still does so well here, by the way. It's hard to say though. Like, this might have just been too slow by Gimmick as well. Is this going to YouTube? When? Sorry, we have to see this again. Okay, so Gimmick actually, if you notice, he just did the half flip boost grab. Guys, stop spamming about Cloud9. Gimmick just did the half flip boost grab and then turned upfield, and Torment's cheating. So if this kickoff went to the left, Gimmick would have it. It stays in the middle. Torment has it. If it goes high, nobody can challenge. But Gimmick actually just takes too long here. He doesn't challenge in time. He needs to just go faster. Get up and stop Rizzo from dismantling them with this beautiful fake shot into pass. This is so good. Rizzo's been insane. That's so smart. He just sticks it right behind Torment. But yeah, I think after watching this a few times, main issues I would say is Gimmick doing the half flip boost grab on kickoff is fine, but he should probably turn back to goal. Yeah, probably it is, M-Dog. Digital Spliff, thanks for 300 bits, man. I appreciate that. This is a tough one, actually, but, I mean, there's lots of mistakes. Squishy let the ball go high. That's a mistake on kickoff. That shouldn't happen. He was too low. Ball goes over his head. Shouldn't happen. Gimmick took too long to challenge, so Rizzo had way too much time to pick his spot, and Torment pre-jumped when he had no need to. He didn't need to pre-jump because Gimmick actually had the shot covered with a block. I don't know if it's a communication issue. Like, I've talked about this before with Cloud9. I really don't know if it's a communication problem with them, or if it's just, you know, just mechanics, just situational. So that's so funny that the time that Cloud9 don't cheat, they kill the ball. Well, we're going to pause it here. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But Cloud9 are a very robotic team. They're very no emotion, nothing on stage. And in my opinion, that can hinder them. This is obviously just what I think. But yeah, called it. You said late challenge. Yeah, you're right. RLCS give it. You're messing right. But yeah, I think that the teams that are more quiet on stage, more reserved, they're, in my opinion, going to struggle when they're behind, because communication usually does go a little bit quiet. This is just speaking from experience seeing teams play in multiple esports. You know, quiet teams. You look at their you look at them on stage. This is what they look like during losses. Make the reviews to get what was the mistake with multiple options. Yeah, if I would do that if I had watched this before. I don't know why. Let's move on though. Yeah, let's start talking about Cloud9's silence. I don't know why Gimmick is willingly killing the ball here when no one is cheating on his team. Like, that kickoff by Gimmick is going to keep the ball in the middle a good bit of the time. He's goal side, pretty solid kickoff. Ball's in the middle. So Rizzo's got a free dribble. Double boost grab at the back for Cloud9. Gimmick should probably be losing that kickoff on purpose. Rip C9, yeah, Rip C9. What up, Gearbox? How's it going? I remember, wasn't this an overtime? Was it an overtime? I feel like it might have been an overtime. With this one, if I remember correctly. What is Kronovi doing? It's a little bit ambitious by Kronovi. Let's take a look at this again. So Kronovi gets a dunk. And he's like, I am a lot. Look at me, Rizzo. Snipe me. I'm going to score. And then Rizzo actually smartly plays the ball past Gimmick. Doesn't try to hit Kronovi because he would have got dunked on. And then Kronovi jumps off. There is one smart thing about what Kronovi just did though, and I'll say that after thanking Figo for the Prime sub. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate that. Thanks for all the support today, guys. The good thing that Kronovi did do is that at least when he's making this flying redirect attempt, probably, he is recovering while doing it. He's headed back towards the midfield and he's making himself useful. If you make those flying redirect attempts while taking yourself out of the game, it's a little bit more dangerous. Whoa! What just happened to Squishy? Was that a bump? That is amazing. How does Squishy's car, like, watch this bump from Kronovi on a Squishy. How does Squishy's car go up? Like, that's a little bit unfortunate. Squishy's going to be thinking, gosh, you got to be kidding me. How am I this far out of the game from a bump? Get out of here. This is flopping for 10 years. Great bump. Rizzo looking for a awkward back wall hit. It did actually cause a little bit of trouble for Cloud9. I would like to see an infield pass though. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Figo. I appreciate that. Surprised at how nuts Rizzo was this season. Okay, let me tell you something I was impressed with about Rizzo this season. He stopped uploading to YouTube, and I'm pretty sure that's because he's focusing on RLCS. He stopped uploading to YouTube a lot, so that was pretty smart. Psionics physics. Yeah, he got hit up in the air. Bump physics, like, they're so weird. When somebody jumps right as they're getting bumped, it's crazy. They go flying. They go absolutely flying. G2 have been superior in passing so far, which is usually Cloud9's strong suit. Although, I don't know if they do that with communication or just knowing where each other are. I've got a sneaky suspicion they probably just know or try to know where each other are. But G2, I've got very good communication usually. Did this pinch out? No, it's just a very good... That pass from Torment is phenomenal. Bad hit by Kronovi, but Torment being able to get that much power on that pass is really well done. Makes it so easy for Squishy. Big mistake by Kronovi there. That's a pass to Torment. Torment slaps it. JNAP's nearly got that save. Not much that the rest of G2 could do when Kronovi just gave away the ball that freely. Kronovi just passing it straight to Torment. That shot though, well, yeah, the shot was decent. Could have been better. Better placement. It's pretty easy to boom those shots when you get an infield pass, because I think the maximum, I mean, rocket science, tell me if I'm wrong. You know, I don't know, I'm not 100% sure in this, but I think the maximum speed you can get on a Rocket League shot is when you make the ball go perpendicular to the way it was going when it approached you, or when you hit it. Is that true? Got a feeling that that's true. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe a glancing blows faster. It's hard to tell. Rocket League physics is kind of weird. G2 used to have very bad awkward comms. I heard Crow and Rizzo talking about it. They worked a lot on their comms this season. It helped a lot. Yeah, they are smart. They realize, okay, we're going to be a team. We're kind of stuck together. Even if, you know, JNAPS is trying to leave at some point, allegedly, or so like multiple articles have said. They realized that, yeah, this is going to be our team. So let's try and be the best team possible. And they really did get so much better mentally and as a team. The thing to mention about this double commit from Torment and Gimmick. You know, sometimes double commits are going to happen. It's better to send 2 people and no one in Rocket League. Always remember that. Better to send 2 people and no one. If it's a last split-second decision and you've got no time to communicate who's going to hit the ball, you just have to go. It's better for both players in that situation to be like, okay, I'm just going to hit it. And if it turns into a team pinch, so be it. But the good thing is that they're both going in opposite directions. If you are going to double commit, try and be double committing in opposite directions in defense, so that way they land in different locations and you've got more area covered. I think JNaps is probably looking for a double touch here. If you look at how he tries to hit this ball, this is him trying to like pop the ball with his second jump and then start flying after it, but he realizes he didn't actually pop it very well. Too much recoil, not enough height on the ball. JNaps does like to do that. Fake a shot, go for a double jump pop, follow up. Rizzo's been very backboard focused this game, even though the backboard looks defended by G2. By Cloud9.
Yeah, there's a big lack of confidence coming out right now from Cloud9, where we'd normally see.
I want to see when Rizzo's going up high like that, a drop down pass is really, really smart.
Too much respect for G2 right now.
Because Cloud9 love to just sit back and wait for that backboard hit. They've usually got excellent backboard defense. Backboard, when you play against Cloud9, not really a weakness. Yeah, Chippy, yeah. You never got your RLCS for LAN wheels. Well, I'm sorry, I don't work for Psyonix. I can't help you with that. Sorry to hear it, man. That's sad. But yeah, Cloud9 backboard, not a weak spot usually. They've usually got excellent backboard defense. They've usually got excellent, what do you call it, goalkeeping as well. But what they can fall to pieces against is midfield passing.
Here's Torment. He's got Squishy as an option to pass to. Once again, just another launch. And every single time that happens, which is just on your screen.
Okay, that's great. Pass by Kronovi. Good attempt there by JNaps. They're trying to keep the passing play going. Very deliberate stuff by G2. I'm impressed. Very, very deliberate passing. It's not just communication and, what do you call it? Oh, and teamwork that keeps this team up. Obviously, one of the other things that impressed us all this season is G2's mechanical ability. You know, we didn't see backflips from Rizzo in high-pressure situations. We didn't see whiffs from Kronovi in high-pressure situations, or at least not as many as we might have seen in previous regional championships. Bad first touch by Squishy. Should Squishy even be hitting this ball? Questionable. I think it's questionable because you see what can happen when you like deliberately pinch the ball with your opponent. That very easily could have been an own goal for Squishy. Should probably just realize, okay, my first touch is too bad. I'm just not going to 50-50 this because it might just go into my own net. There's lots of positions in Rocket League that opting in 50-50s can be a mistake. Okay, smart by Kronovi not to go out for that. He wasn't going to make it. Don't quote me when I'm thinking. They usually got excellent, what do you call it, goalkeeping. Shh. Didn't even look like C9 tried this series. They could have done way better, seeing as they beat them for 3rd in Season 4. Cloud9 definitely tried. Get out of here where your Cloud9 didn't try. I mean, if you mean Cloud9 were so bad that it didn't even look like they put up a fight, then sure. But Cloud9 definitely tried. That's interesting. So Rizzo again, looking for the high ball. Rizzo's been consistently looking for the high ball. I'm not even against him trying to hit this straight up into the ceiling here. He does let it go a little bit too far in front of him. But this could be smart if you think the other team are backing off really far. Just boom it into the ceiling, and then when it comes back down, you can clank it again. But he didn't get it. Far enough away from Gimmick there.
Neutral game back in play. Torment has got options. A little bit too high though for Squishy to aim for.
Yeah, just a little bit too high for Squishy to aim for there. Alright, so Squishy's a lot impression. Not bad. But all too easy for G2 once again. And there's that touch that we keep seeing from Cloud9. I saw this in game 1. Alright. Ball's like going from the G2 end to the Cloud9 end. And we see another one of these like, no! Cloud9 are like, no, the ball, we will not let the ball into our half. We're going to pressure you. Haha. Torment's like, haha. Haha, the ball is still in your half. What are you going to do now, G2? And G2 are like, that's perfectly fine, to be honest. Thank you for the pass. It's not good enough by Cloud9. Sometimes they just keep on going for these pointless, not just, like, a lot of teams do this. I think this is something that Cuxer does too much, actually, Just the haha. I've stopped the ball from going further towards our goal. And the other team are like, thank you. We'll take it from here. So I'm not sure if I'd recommend that. Good play by Kronovi there. Tracking what would have been a weak clear. Alright, Rizzo needs to get back into his training pack that he made for back wall reads, because he's just like, okay, I don't know where this is going. To be fair, I don't think many people knew where that one was going to go. Rizzo's just like, yeah. Don't know about that. Another pre-jump. This is trying to see where Torment is. Okay, fair enough. Close. Close positioning. Pretty ambitious by Torment. They're expecting Kronovi to miss that. Or hoping that Kronovi would miss that. I don't think Kronovi's missing that most of the time. Glad that I've never done this myself. Haha. I don't know. I don't know how to describe that. I was like, how do I describe these pointless interceptions? Like, interceptions are a great way to beat passing plays, or clears, right? But if your interception doesn't go to a teammate, it just goes straight to an opponent. It's kind of pointless. Kind of pointless. Just like let the ball come to you, because if you let the ball come to you and you're half, the other team are probably gonna come out of their half, and then you can stick it over their heads.
To help prevent some of that fast-paced passing play. Bearings and really slowing down their play.
Torment might be just trying to loft this towards Squishy. I think that like if we look at the angle that Torment's trying to hit that ball, though, bit too risky. Like hitting it straight at the literally the only place that Kronovi was able to dunk that is that way. And Torment's like, yeah, this way. Let's do it.
That's incredibly smart as well.
Good idea. When somebody's doing that, what Kronovi just did there, he's done it a few times this game where he hits the ball and then just kind of floats after it. Is don't hit the ball straight at the opponent's goal, because that's probably where the other team are going to block from. Instead, try to just hit it sideways, pass it to yourself off a side wall. Oh. That's phenomenal by Gimmick. Look at that control. That is so well done. Very, very well done. He waits for Rizzo's jump, and then he manages to not only take this ball over the back wall, or over the goal, but also catches it and takes control. That's absolutely A+ gold star defending. C9's gameplay would work in ranked matches, but this is not suited for G2's level. I mean, C9, they're on the same level as G2, I think, mechanically. The things, in my opinion, this season that have let them down is mentality. I think G2 have a better mentality. They're just more likely to make comebacks. And they have probably got better communication. We've never had any listen-ins, but I would be surprised if Cloud9's communication is as good as G2's is right now. And secondly, Cloud9 are making, or G2 are making more meaningful touches. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Torment, no. Oh dear. So Gimmick does so well here, but eventually, you know, his luck's gonna run short. Like, Gimmick did so well. That was excellent. But yeah, this is pretty much what G2 have been doing really well. So they're making the most of their touches. Yeah, Torment just has to take the blame for that. He's got to hit that ball. Or, alternatively, like, who else could have hit this ball? Like, Torment's kind of sneaking out into the corner. And if that ball goes high to the back wall, like, I think if this is Rizzo hitting this ball, it's going to go back wall, because that's all he's been doing this game. But Kronovi actually sticks it in a really awkward spot. I love this touch by Kronovi. Bouncing it off that curve is so awkward for Torment. So at this point, Torment should probably just leave that ball. Because Squishy's got a more intuitive clear than he does. Even if Torment does hit this, it's kind of centering. We'll go over Kronovi, but maybe another player from G2 would have it. Neil Firefly, 15 thanks for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that support. Gimmick was the best player for Cloud9. I think so far, yeah. So far, probably. I think overall, though, in the regional, Squishy impressed me the most. Squishy always impresses me the most on Cloud9 out of, well, against other world-class teams. What kickoff strat did Cloud9 go for here? To try, because they've had some interesting kickoffs. They did go for the fake earlier. You can actually fake the diagonal, of course. I'm not sure what this boost grab from Gimmick is trying to achieve though. So where I'm trying to spot where Gimmick and Torment spawn. Squishy's in the kickoff. Where did Gimmick and Torment appear? Alright, so they're both in goal. Okay, this is key. This is very key. So where is it easier? I've talked about this in stream before, but where is it easier for Squishy to get the ball in this kickoff? It's actually easier for Squishy to get the ball into the corner behind where he spawned. And that's actually exactly what happened by getting first touch and hitting the ball straight into Rizzo. Rizzo then barrels through the ball and it goes to that back corner. But Cloud9 have just autopiloted the kickoff. They've completely wasted their biggest opportunity. They should be sending Torment or Gimmick. Like, Gimmick could also just drive past Torment and go to that back corner if they insist on Gimmick being the one to get the boost. On this side, but yeah, they need to, I think, send somebody to the, like, not send double boost grab here. I think Sting and goal is better. I think Sting goal is better because you actually have a chance to. Like, what I would do here, okay, we have one person in goal, Gimmick doesn't go over there, Torment grabs this boost. Then we have Gimmick moving in close to Torment rather than being far away. Do you think Squishy can sometimes be too aggressive in his playstyle? Somebody's leaving his team alone, going for risky plays? Yeah, sometimes, but same can be said for a lot of people. I'm okay with most of Squishy. I mean, I don't think Squishy goes for too many flashy plays. I'm okay with the amount of flashy plays he does. You know, they didn't play this as badly as it looks on the first playthrough. I think G2 actually just shut it down pretty well. I would like to see them go for a more controlled passing play. You guys know what I mean? Like, we said this first kickoff of the day, fake kickoff attempt. Big crossfield pass by Cloud9, sending it all the way up the field to try and get someone else in the end of it. You need to bring it in close. Like, passing plays are much easier on kickoffs if people are closer together, because it's so hard for the other team to intercept. It doesn't work out though, so that's why we see G2 shutting it down. They shut down the first fake kickoff very easily in the entire series, and they shut down that kickoff equally easily. Cloud9 are just a little bit too spread out. I don't think you're going to catch out G2 with that kind of long pass of a kickoff. Any reason you're analyzing off this video, not directly Rocket League replay? Because I want to do it like this, more fun, because then I can see exactly what the broadcast saw. So Gimmick is a bit of a flat track bully. Well, I don't even know what that is. I'm okay with double boost grab kickoff usually, but I want Cloud9 to be trying close passing plays off kickoffs. That's what I think they'll have way more success with, close range passing plays, than they are with these lofted lob passes. Lofted lob passes. All right, this is maybe just something that you could say about Cloud9 in general. They're big lob passing plays where you see Gimmick like flying half length of the pitch and redirecting it into the net. That works against low tier NA RLCS teams. Doesn't work against world class teams because they know how to rotate. G2 are a very good rotational team these days. This is what I expect from Squishy. This is what he's usually very good at, being hard to dispossess. Alright, well, that touch was actually rubbish, but usually Squishy's very good. I mean, you just took Kronovi out of the game, then usually we'd see a soft touch and 50-50 with JNaps. But unfortunately, he did a heavy touch there. Squishy's usually very hard to dispossess in defense. Wait, he means Gimmick is a stat padder vs weaker teams. Oh, well, yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I think Gimmick is very good at beating up weaker teams. Like I said, because his, like Cloud9's long lofted passes work really well, because other teams don't rotate properly. They don't send somebody back far enough to catch hard clears. They don't spot the passing play coming. Rizzo's great at spotting passing plays. JNaps also very good at spotting passing plays. Kronovi loves to go for blocks.
This is very good now from C9 opportunities. But it's gonna.
Ooh.
This is very good now from C9 opportunities.
Look at this touch by Rizzo.
It's gonna be the transition.
Wait. He did hit it, but it did. Oh. It hardly moved. Like sometimes this happens. It's like the Rocket League. It's like the participation. Rizzo just got the participation award here because the ball, like, apparently he touched it, but the arc, the curvature is exactly the same. Regional final, not today, Alec, but maybe another day. Rizzo did score a couple of those this season, these negative angle redirects. But look at this spacing of G2. They're so much better than Cloud9 this series at spacing or following up on each other's plays when they're challenging the ball. Whenever somebody's challenging the ball, he's usually got backup. Oh, this is so funny. He's a god.
He's a god. Rizzo is a god. Look how fast he's rotating on offense. He was already 3 steps ahead.
It's actually more like he landed in this position. This is where he happened to be. Look at where Rizzo is. Just completely whiffed on his aerial challenge. Rizzo's probably just like, for goodness sake, I've beaten this completely. But what did we spot Rizzo doing well earlier on? He realized, okay, I'm no longer part of this play, but I can make an offensive run, and maybe I'll become a part of the offensive play. This is far from godlike play from Rizzo. It is mildly intelligent. He literally just landed here. But I mean, I love the enthusiasm by Quinn. It's definitely really funny, because I remember when he did that, the entire chat was spamming it, which is exactly what you want. You want engagement. You want memorable things to happen, so I like it a lot. I don't want to hear what they say. I don't know what the casters say here.
Look how fast he's rotating.
I mean, yeah, he actually just landed here, and then he realized that the pass was coming, so he kept driving.
He was already 3 steps ahead of this Cloud9 team.
I don't know if I would call it, like, I think it's a little bit of an exaggeration by Quinn. Just a little bit. Because really what happens here is Rizzo doesn't read the ceiling bounce, and Gimmick does read the ceiling bounce, so Rizzo's like, oh, I've beaten it, never mind. Then he lands, and then he's like, oh, the ball, cool. Like, you whiffed on purpose, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. But like this does happen a lot. You're gonna have situations in Rocket League where you just happen to be downfield, and instead of automatically rotating out, Rizzo realizes, okay, I can actually just make a little run here. I don't know what happened at Cloud9 though. Like, there should definitely be somebody back to catch that clear. That clear wasn't that incredible. In fact, it was something that we'd usually see be quite dangerous. So I don't know how Cloud9 got dismantled by that. Well, hold on. I guess this is what we should look at, isn't it? I was very focused on what Cloud9 were doing. What G2 were doing. So yeah, I think we just saw, yeah, Torment and Squishy are both like just suction cupped in here. They're just both sucked into that play. I'm gonna pause it here for a second. How do you stop getting sucked in like that? So both players are like, ooh, maybe I could go for this. Maybe I could get this ball. This looks like a cheeky little rebound attempt. I'm gonna get ready for this one. Oh crumbs, the ball's like rolled between us. You need to be very, very, very careful with your communication. At that point, Squishy and Torment needed to communicate who's going to go for that ball and who's going to turn back, and it would have been an easy save. Why do people not like Quinn? I think it's because they don't know him well enough. I think people like Quinn's going to grow on people, because I really enjoy Quinn's commentary. I think it's really good. It's real. He's got, you know, pretty much every Rocket League commentator's got a long way to go. They can still improve a lot. In the moment, it was probably a bit harder to think it through that much. No, not really. Like, all that happened is Rizzo landed, and he pointed his wheels the direction that he was going to be landing in, so that he would have momentum when he landed, and then the pass was like coming, so he just kept driving. Like, it's pretty much just Rizzo left ball cam on, and he didn't panic when he took himself out of the game and be like, and flip away from the play. He just left ball cam on. But yeah, Quinn's a real commentary, isn't it? I like it because it's real. He just needs to try and say more. Well, I don't know. I think he just has to choose his words carefully. All right, I paused it there because Cloud9 just did the same thing again. I wanted to highlight that they've gone for a dead ball kickoff when they're going for a double boost grab. That literally doesn't make sense. You should be trying to lose the ball into your own half if you're Torment there. G2 are doing so well. When they realize that Cloud9 are beating them to the ball, they don't go up late. They're just like, okay, I'm gonna let you get a touch.
He's taken 2 players out here. This is up to Torment to make something. It's across the face of the goal.
Oh no, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Hold on a second. So, wait, I just wanted to see this Rizzo touch. Yeah, well, I mean, this is actually important that Rizzo goes out. Like, you know, sometimes I've been saying a lot of this game, like, a lot of these little touches that don't look like they're doing anything. like this touch for Rizzo doesn't put a lot of pressure on Cloud9. I think we can all agree on that. But what it does do is it prevents Squishy from going for a long-range shot. Because for all Rizzo knows, Squishy might be getting this. Squishy didn't actually grab the boost. I don't know if he meant to. He very well could have left it on purpose. But yeah, for all Rizzo knows, Squishy's up for this because Squishy's not in his line of sight. So he's like, okay, I need to stop this dangerous. But a lot of the time there's no danger and players make a very similar touch to that, which is what I don't like. Huge mistake by JNaps there. Not a good clear. Should have been a goal. That's I think just a miss by. It's hard to say because again we don't know how much boost Squishy has, but this looks like he can score this. It really does look like he should be scoring this. What do you guys think? Should he have scored this? Did that look like he just missed another open net? Press 1 if you think Squishy should have scored that. 2 if you think he couldn't score it. Let's see. Yeah. And then this by Torment is just like, oh no, what have I done?
Squishy Muffins has had so few shots. We talk about one shot the entire previous game and a
good recovery there by JNaps to nab that boost. Could have scored that with your eyes closed. Could have scored that with your monitor off. Is that what you're trying to tell me? What did JNaps just do? JNaps just plunked the ball straight onto Kronovi. Watch this. He's just like, or straight onto Rizzo. He's just like, boop. A little bit of panic at the back by like, where's JNaps trying to go with this? Even if it doesn't hit Rizzo, I don't know where it's gonna, like, why he's hitting this ball. He's so panicking. He's like, oh, we need to get rid of this danger. The ball is clearly in such a dangerous spot. We must hit it. Wait, what have I just done? Okay. Wait. Wait. Yeah. Ah. It's so hard. Like, just FYI, for the benefit of everybody in chat right now, this is absolutely not a dangerous location. G2 have been pretty good at this, actually. When they realize that there's no danger, they've been dribbling out of defense. All three of them. Rizzo, Kronovi, and Rizzo just spawned. But I'm saying, even if Rizzo isn't there, why is he making this touch? Is this going to be a good touch? Even if Rizzo doesn't spawn? I don't think so. Surely JNaps is trying to get this ball to roll up the wall and then follow it up the wall and get a big clear. But I think, like, you're already 1-0 up. Take the ball under control, bring Cloud9 to you. I think I needed ball control there. Regardless of the fact that Rizzo just spawned. It's pretty funny that he spawned, that the ball hit him, but it's speed by Gimmick. Ooh, so Kronovi. Oh, wait, I'm not. Sorry about that. We're not highlighted in the game. So Kronovi, the reason Kronovi's car doesn't jump up properly here is because the right-hand side, his suspension on the right-hand side. Did I say Rizzo, Kronovi, and Rizzo? I meant Rizzo, Kronovi, and JNaps. They've been really good at dribbling out of defense, but that time JNaps beamed it. But anyway, let's take a look at where. So Kronovi actually jumped before the right-hand side of his car's suspension had normalized, and that's why we see the left-hand side of his car taking off first. The right-hand side was still depressed. Oh, there's that touch again from Cloud9 that does absolutely nothing. Like this haha touch. Look at this. Squishy's like, haha, no attack for you. Was JNaps actually up for this? Yeah, I guess he was, but I mean, even still, like, it just doesn't do anything. Like, if Squishy does want to hit this, he should probably hit it towards his teammates instead of thinking, right, other team's goal's that way, let's hit it that way. Kronovi's actually beaten this so hard though. What is going on? This is like the worst game by far. Like, there's no Cloud9 player within half a mile of Kronovi, and he's like, ah, rush, get up, ah, we've hit the ball straight at the ceiling, ah, and then Rizzo's just like, thanks team. Thanks guys. I love being left alone at the back in this particular spot. Really good stuff. He does well though, does Rizzo. Well done. Well played, and half flip save by JNaps. See, they've done well to not concede there. Rizzo got absolutely left out to dry. Left out to dry. That was such a shame. Squishy just gave the ball to Kronovi, then Kronovi gives it right back. That's a good pass. Good Rizzo kind of. Alright. Goes for the flick to JNaps, you know. Can work, I guess. so that's fine. It can work.
Getting chances. They can claw this back if they keep this pressure going. Here's the shot from
Good pass by Crow. Straight to Gimmick though. Hi from YouTube. Look at that little cheeky lob by Squishy. He had no boost. Yeah, it's still a good pass though, isn't it? Right. Oh, he had boost. He had boost. Kronovi definitely had boost. He just wanted to keep the ball more near the wall, not so much into the middle of his own box, and it would have been all good. He had to, obviously Kronovi had to go for that ball, but he just has to do better with the clear. He had boost. He had boost. At least if that's who you're talking about, Dermagard. Kronovi. Alright, wait, that's the fake kickoff again. That was such a late fake kickoff. Wait. I swear Squishy jumped. Did Squishy not jump here? Wait a minute. Oh no, it's just the graphic of this boost being picked up looked like a jump. Oh no, he didn't jump. It's just like, it looked like he jumped again. I was like, what? How did he jump and then continue driving? And there you see exactly what I said at the start of the stream. Like, sometimes tournament has to hit it this way. Thanks for subbing for the second month in a row, IY2_J. Welcome back. I appreciate that. Bit of a waste. Again by Rizzo. And a bit of a double commit by Cloud9. Yeah, somebody should probably be more ready for this. This isn't a bad pass by Crow. I don't know how did JNAPS end up being so far forward. Midaval 135. Thanks for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Oh, okay. Thanks, Magix. What up, King Spectre? I bet he doesn't want you to say hello. I would have loved to see Rizzo pass this ball to Kronovi. That's the biggest mistake that we saw here. Why does Rizzo not pass this? Like, Rizzo's been too backboardy. Like, this isn't a weakness for Cloud9. Whoa, Salazar 999. Thanks for the tier 3 sub. Are you serious? I appreciate that a lot. I've just put your name in my list of tier 3 subs. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, why did Rizzo not pass this? This is such a juicy passing opportunity, and Cloud9's backboard is almost always defended like this. Even though they double commit, they're still doing reasonably well. Yeah, I wanted to see a pass there from Rizzo. Too backboardy in this series. It's a good pre-jump though by Rizzo, making himself as big as possible to block that potential shot. Good speed by JNAPS. That could have actually just gone in. That could have actually just gone in. Wait. Oh, this is so much information. What just happened to... Did somebody die? Ah, yeah, double demo. I should have seen... Yeah. I wasn't paying attention to that. Double demo. So that's where Gimmick is. So Gimmick must have spawned on this side. Is that... Yeah, there he is. Oh, okay, so Gimmick actually... Ah, this is now Gimmick. So I think we're on director camera, and director camera is just like so confusing sometimes. I had no idea what's going on. So Gimmick spawned on the backside behind us here, and he straight away autopiloted forward. He's like, "All right, we're attacking. Let's get stuck in." Oh no, JNAPS is shooting! Ah! And it could have just got that could have just gone straight in because Gimmick didn't defend the net. He didn't go back to net when he respawned. He ran into the midfield and immediately regretted his decision.
G2 wants to re-establish that lead.
This is so unusual. Like, why? What are we doing with this ball? What are we doing with this ball, Gimmick? It's Chris Olsen. Thanks for the Prime sub. Very much appreciated. What, like, if Gimmick does hit this, what are we doing with it, really? Good block by Squishy. Gimmick's back. Gimmick's definitely just trying to ball chase to win this game, which can work. It can work. Not sure if it'll work against... Oh my goodness. I did not see this goal until now. Are you kidding me? What? What? How does this ever work? I like that Rizzo's going for a pass this time. So earlier on I was saying Rizzo should have passed to Kronovi, but this time he does pass to JNAPS, so that's very well done. Maybe we'll do the finals. Not today though. Just going to focus on this one today. So,
To take too much. That's gonna be a miss from Kronovi.
yeah.
Doesn't matter. Off the ball and in.
I don't think I need to tell you
You
guys
see them committing wild players, but they
what went
haven't
wrong here.
utilized
What?
that much boost.
I love this boost grab attempt by Gimmick. It's so cute. Look, he's just hit. He's just stopped. Does Gimmick actually leave this boost? He's used a bunch of boost to get here, unless this is the boost glitch, which, by the way, is really stupid. Like, there's a boost glitch going around, which it looks like a player's using boost, but they're actually not. So this could be fake boost. Could be fake. Yeah, right. Gimmick's just like, well, I'm not saving that. Could Tormek? Could that have been saved? Should that have been saved? One, if you think this should have been saved, it might just be. I mean, Squishy's all the way over here. Like Gimmick and Torment are thinking, right, Squishy's back, but he's not. I don't think Squishy could have made it back in time. I don't think. The commentary is slow-mo is pretty funny. I don't think Squishy could get back in time. You think that it could have been saved by Squishy? Okay, interesting. I don't know. He was really far away. He was really far away. I think probably up to Gimmick and Torment there to not both leave the net open at the same time. They just both, like, Torment ran into no man's land, Gimmick ran into the corner, Squishy was still recovered in. I don't think that could be saved by Squishy. Obviously, it could have been saved by Cloud9, but I don't think it could have saved by Squishy, from my perspective. Again, backboard is just so solid. Backboard defense for Cloud9 is so good. They're really, really good at backboard defense. I mean, have G2 scored off the backboard yet? Their first goal was an infield pass in game 1. Second goal was JNAP's solo play, which is kind of backboard, but not really in my opinion. Ooh. Oh, that would have been so sick. So Squishy almost got a double touch with a flip reset thrown in there. That would have been nuts. You know, I'm okay with like Squishy going for this kind of thing. Perfectly fine in my opinion. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with solo plays in Rocket League. Saved by Kronovi. Solo plays are often criticized because obviously when you get an assist on a goal, there's more overall team points. When you get a goal by itself, no assist. Torment miss was a backboard. Oh, well, not really a backboard. That was Kronovi bouncing the ball off the angle bit in the corner and it centered. All I'm saying is Cloud9's backboard defense is usually really good. Like prioritizing backboard attacks, not a good idea. We've been seeing a lot of this as well from Cloud9 where they're stepping into no man's land and they're getting stuck underneath the ball. Gimmick did it in game 1 with the deliberate backflip out of a fast aerial attempt. Torment did it in one of the goals in the game prior in Aquadome. Now we see Torment again. Like, fair play, it was a really fast hit, but when you see somebody stationary here in the midfield
giraffe pregnancy
like
takes
this,
15 months, so we are 1/3 the way there.
Thanks, Mr. Magoose Baby, your giraffe. Thanks for the 5-month resub. Appreciate that. Really, 15 months for a giraffe pregnancy. Interesting. Did not know that. You know, is it late enough in the game that we can justify Torment cheating forward there? I don't think so. I think they should probably play that a little bit safer. A bit unlucky that the ball does go out that fast, but it can happen. You know, the ball can just pinch when two players hit it at the same time. Torment should know that.
It happened in the last game. It's happening this game.
Pretty selfish play by Cloud9 this series all around. With regards to their rotation. Pretty selfish rotation. They're all prioritizing their boost amount quite a lot instead of positioning. Positioning is more important than boost in Rocket League, and that's pretty obvious to any of you who watch my 1v1 show matches. Positioning beats like a low boost player with no boost, or a low boost player with no boost. A low boost player who's in a good position to contest the ball. Oh, okay, Rizzo, nice shot attempt there. Very, very good aim there. A low boost player with good positioning is always going to beat a player with 100 boost who's out of position. And I think that's something Cloud9 could, that's the sort of philosophy that Cloud9 could learn from, because very often they'll be like, alright, I'm out of boost. I'm out. I'm all the way back now. See you later. when sometimes it's better to keep up the pressure with low boost. Hey Johnny boy, today's your 28th birthday today. You're happy to be spending part in it, looking at my nose. Cheers pal. Buffalo, happy birthday man. You're a year older than me. I'll catch up to you in March. Skipping over those middle game sections, by the way, because obviously this is going to take some time today. So, we've just done it again. Sorry, wasn't selected on the video player. Sweet Action Live. Thanks for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Interesting. All right. Well, now, this is fine. You know, if you go for a double boost grab, getting a kickoff win in this situation is okay. All Torment, all Squishy wants to do is not leave the ball in the middle of the field, and he realizes Rizzo's flip on the way to the ball here he messed up. So there's a huge weak spot on Rizzo's right side. Rizzo's right, Squishy's left. That's why Squishy pushes it this way and it goes past Rizzo. I'm not 40. March 8th. March 8th is my birthday. So again, Cloud9 very spread out on offense and not able to connect their passing plays together. Torment here looking for Gimmick, who is just a bit far away. Wait, why was Gimmick there? Hold on. What on earth just happened?
Control the boost and choke teams out. Right now, this is not the Cloud9 that we're seeing at all. This is a worried Cloud9.
Gimmick's way over there. Way over in the right-hand side of the field. This is a sort of positioning I would expect from somebody on defense. Like being really wide so that you don't get caught out with the ball going over your head, which has been happening to Cloud9 because they're playing too tight when they're trying to defend clears and passes. But now when Torment's trying to pass it to Gimmick's just too far away. This ball is traveling way too far. It's got way too much time in transit to realistically get past a G2 team. It's not my birthday, mate.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Buffalo F. Happy birthday
Buffalo.
to you.
Perfect.
With love from Brian
yes.
and the rest of the chat. Less than
Buffalo's
3.
birthday. Sorry, people have been trolling me saying happy birthday to me. Though it's not my birthday. I thought you were doing it again, King Spectre, but no, he's just wishing Buffalo happy birthday. That is very kind of you. Thanks for 250 bits as well, Hen.
Sends them to the regional finals. Win now for Cloud9. Any more victories for G2 sends them to the regional finals.
Demo by Gimmick. Does Gimmick get that boost? Yes, he does. Okay. Awkward. Well done by Squishy at the near post there to deny that shot. All right, so that's a creative back pass right there. That is a very creative back pass by Rizzo. Look at that. If he meant that, that is very, very impressive. JNaps looked like he might have been on point with that. Boost was running low, but he might have been on point with it. Another back pass. Chip back pass this time. JNaps to Rizzo, very trustworthy. Backboard. Oh, so for once, a rare moment where Cloud9's backboard is open. Oh no! JNaps! Oh, why has he jumped for this, really? Is JNaps... Is he... This is a problem with, like, this spectator mode. We don't know what JNaps is thinking here. Like, I'm going to give JNaps the benefit of the doubt here and say that he's going for a flying demo and Squishy, because there's no way in a million years that a player as good as JNaps thinks that he can catch that rebound. No way. JNaps is really good at rebounds, so we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Say he's going for a flying bump. A little bit of an early jump to be going for a flying bump. I think just driving up to Squishy would have been probably better than this. But yeah, this is a problem with forced ball cam. Is all of the players who are watching this stream or brand new to Rocket League are like, what on earth is JNaps doing? Like, he got the bump, but Squishy managed to bump JNaps into the save. So if we'd seen, like, imagine how exciting that would have been if we saw that interaction, like, through the first person POV of JNaps as he turns off ball cam, starts looking for Squishy, hits him, then he's accidentally saved it. The crowd would go wild if that happened on LAN. But because the spectator is kind of just like, well, the ball's this way, let's look at the ball as something really exciting is happening over here, we miss out on that opportunity. Wait, Squishy recover here? How Squishy managed? I swear Squishy's like a cat. He's the cat of Rocket League. This boy never lands on anything but his wheels. He's just like, look at this trajectory. He's like, he's coming up this way. Like, this is where Squishy was flying. Then JNaps bumps him this way, and he somehow lands on his wheels. His wheels were here, And now they've just perfectly landed on the ceiling. He's like, yeah, no big deal. I'm just landing on the ceiling. Ignore me. Don't worry about that. And that is relevant because he was able to use his jump to get back down faster. So very important to land on the ceiling if you can. Pretty much any time in Rocket League. You get that flip reset, but you also get the jump reset. Squishy's playing pretty good defensive game. And Squishy is, I think, the best defender on Cloud9 against world-class teams. Against lower quality teams, Torment does a lot of the defense. Oh! That was almost as lucky. Oh my goodness. Was that a pre-jump? That was nearly as lucky as Overzero's air dribble against Flipside in the first LAN. Just like a random dunk. Because somebody on Cloud9 has missed the ball. Where's the faith from Cloud9? Torment just whiffed it, but it was really important that Gimmick got a touch, funnily enough. And Squishy just pre-jumps this. Gimmick's, he's got that boost bug again. Look at Gimmick's car here. See that? His car is stopped, but the boost is flying out. That's a boost bug. Like, this has to go. Why does this exist? I don't think Gimmick is boosted at all here, but it looks like he has. Very misleading. MG like Twitch, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the stream today. As far as Gimmick's clear goes, could have been better. He should absolutely be trying to get that ball into the corner. I think he was probably trying to. And where does Squishy jump? Yeah, so Squishy's tried to pre-jump this. Oh dear. Oh, that's painful to watch. That's really painful to watch. Like, if you want a tutorial on how to just miss a save, well, I'm pretty sure that the ball was gonna hit Squishy's back wheels, but he dodged at the perfect time to matrix the ball. It's like this is a bullet in the Matrix. It's just gone past him. Best Neo impression you're ever gonna see. Wow. Maybe avoiding demo? Nah, I looked to see if JNaps was driving close. I don't think he was. I think that was just a pre-jump. He was expecting a top corner shot. But yeah. Guessed wrong. If he gets, it's one of those things, if Squishy gets it right, he's a god. If Squishy pre-jump saves a top corner shot there, everybody's going to be singing his praises. But he ends up looking stupid because he just missed the save. Just barely. I think he should have been able to save that even if he didn't. Or even with the pre-jump, it looked savable. It looked like he could maybe get the nose of his car down and boost into the ball. Again, Squishy's had those very close measures this game. Not the best offensive series for him. Defensively, he's been relatively sound, I think. Couple of mistakes. I mean, obviously that's a huge mistake. There was a heavy touch in game 3, which is uncharacteristic. Usually he's very good at keeping the ball under control. Just about anywhere in the field. Again, another like cat-like landing by Squishy on the ceiling. Right here. He's always thinking about the next step. So he's like, ball, land on the ceiling, get back down as fast as possible. Torment, too far forward again. Best non-save of the regionals? Yeah, probably. What a pass by Kronovi there. It's better by Torment, but look at the perfect spacing by G2. Just watch this. Kronovi's challenge forces the play by Torment, and instead of Torment having enough time to recover and then make a play on Rizzo, Rizzo's perfectly timed his challenge. This is such an underrated skill by Rizzo. Such an underrated skill. I don't think Rizzo's an underrated player. Don't get me wrong. I think he's rated just about right, if not overrated, because everybody on YouTube is overrated. But the timing of this challenge, he's up before Torment, because Torment has to recover before he can jump again, and Rizzo's just beating him to the ball because he's timed his challenge absolutely to perfection. That's something that G2 did miles better than Cloud9 this series. Miles better. The defensive spacing. It's even got them a goal because Squishy centered the ball. This is the exact same thing that happened at the end of game 2, where that time it was Torment on the wall and Squishy in goal. Now we got Squishy on the wall and Gimmick in goal. So repeated problems for Cloud9. Instead of Squishy just leaving this for Gimmick, he could probably just have left that for Gimmick, although Gimmick has rotated straight back tonight and not taking command of the situation at all. So I think both players making mistakes here. It looks again though like this is the problem with this boost glitch. I'm pretty sure that like what is this boost? What is this? I'm pretty sure that Gimmick didn't have boost or have full boost. But if he has enough boost to get up to here, which is not a lot, it's like 12, then Gimmick could have actually, instead of driving back to net, he could have just gone up to clear this ball to safety, and then Squishy can jump off the wall and go into goal. Instead of doing this is what they did in game 2, and they lost game 2 because of it, because Torment tried to make that clear, missed it, goal comes in. Johnny's overrated. I don't know, probably. On Twitch, no, everybody in Twitch is just memeing all the time.
Almost forgot to resub. Whoops.
But you didn't forget, so thanks for the Prime sub. Thanks for checking to see if your Prime sub was available, finding out it was, and then choosing to click the button on my stream. I appreciate that, Zerafet. Alright, so back to the cheat kickoff for Cloud9. I do like cheat kickoffs when you're losing in 3v3, because it's a high risk, high reward strategy, and you need to do that when you're losing. You need high risk, high reward. Alright, Squishy just like, oh, I give up. He's like, crumbs, I double jumped. If you watch what happened here with Squishy, he tries to front flip into the ball. Pop, jump, tries to double jump, or tries to dodge forward, and he just goes, jump again. Oh, whoops. And then he leaves in embarrassment. That's quite funny to me. Just a small mechanical misplay by Squishy. He meant to dodge forward, jumps just the second time, which does absolutely nothing, lands, and he's like, alright, I give up, I'm just out. And Zerap's like, okay then. Thanks, I guess. And then smartly takes a 50-50. Very good stuff by JNaps. Poor Squishy. I want to hear what the caster is saying here. Trema, thanks for the 5 month in a row resub with tier 1. How do you send me a replay? Exclamation mark Discord, exclamation mark replays. Commands in chat. So yeah, that's a really smart play by JNap, just opting into a 50-50 because they're already winning. If he tries to dribble flick that, he could get hard dunked on. You're no danger, just like get the ball to, you know, scoot over this way. And actually that is smart by Gimmick. The only way he was beating Kronobi to that ball is by flying up to it, so he tried to play his win condition there. Pinch might have taken G2 at the game. Thanks for 100 bits, Nakazima. Watching your videos for months. Appreciate that. Oh, you're from Scotland as well. Alpacabra. That's Scottish Gaelic for anybody who doesn't know. I'm gonna listen to what the caster's saying here. Let's listen to what they're saying.
Just staring a hole through him and saying, I dare you to take that ball. Squishy can't do anything about it. And it makes you wonder if his
oh, he's talking about Gimmick, not Squishy.
So well known for that same BM.
Now onto the control. Gimmick finds himself a little bit too close, can't quite shadow the ball enough. JNaps over to
okay, well, I like the G2 G2 are doing a much better job than Cloud9 this series. Realizing when they have time on the ball. Criticized a couple of times over his own. Oh dear. Oh no, I remember what's coming here. I'll pause for a second. I was criticizing Rizzo earlier for, you know, not looking for passing plays, and JNaps a few times rushed some clear, like just panicked to clear in the third game, but now they're just so much better. And watch, oh my goodness, this goal is just probably the funniest own goal I've ever seen. Oh, this is, I think Torment just is like, I'm just gonna own goal this. What is my team doing? Oh no. Okay, so center ball. Pay attention to Squishy right now. I don't know why he's decided right now of all times to be going off the ceiling. I mean, or off the ceiling of the goal, the roof of the goal. Squishy's inside the goal. This is Squishy right here. Wait a minute, I'll try to draw that a little bit better. There he is. For anybody who can't see him, because the nameplate's disappeared for some reason. He might have been doing this to try and catch G2 off guard, like bait in somebody to come in and try and attack this ball, and he'd be like, haha, I'm going to beat you to the ball and score end-to-end ground pinch. I don't know what he was thinking. But what on earth happened to Gimmick as well? How did they both whiff this? So wait, did Gimmick come off? This is just next level strategy by Cloud9. We've got Gimmick coming off the inside of the goalpost. Squishy coming off the inside of the crossbar. They're like G2 are never going to see this coming. Like, no one's ever going to expect this. This is the next level strategy that's going to win us the game. We can't score using normal means. Let's come, like, flying out of the inside of the post and the crossbar at the same time. And both fake the ball. It's just... And Torment's just like, what are my team doing? I want to play for G2. I'm going to score a goal because I don't want to play for this team anymore. G2, sign me up. I want to be your substitute. Look how good I am at putting the ball in the top corner. Just incredible stuff here by Cloud9. Next level strategy. Look at that. No one is ever going to see this coming. We're coming off the post and the crossbar. Who needs conventional goalkeeping when you've got, strats like this? Yeah, it does mean Scotland forever. That thing I said in Scottish. So Squishy's probably trying to go for a ground punch here, but just completely whiffs it. That's amazing. That's so good to see. Not because I want to see Squishy whiff, but just because this is so funny. This situation is just so funny. I don't even think that this inner ball by JNAPS is particularly good. Like, there's two players in goal. I've been saying Cloud9 usually have good back wall defense. I don't think anyone's ready to defend the back wall right now. This would have been an excellent time to pass the ball off the back wall. But JNAPS is like, nah, you know what? Let's see what Cloud9 are going to do if I just roll the ball across the inside of their box. Let's see if they can handle this one. Nope. Squishy might have just double jumped by accident. He double jumped by accident at the other end of the field. He might have just done it by accident again. Oh man, what a goal. What a goal by Cloud9. Oh, that's so funny. Torment just gives up. He just gives up. The new meta. Hey, coming out of the inside of the crossbar and the post for saves, it can work. But there's a time and a place to do it, and that's not the time. Sorry, I've just done that thing again where I accidentally scrolled down the spacebar. Yeah, I think at this point, Squishy's just ball chasing. That's all that's happening now. Is he's just like, I'm going to move fast for the rest of this game. That is what we've decided to do. Yeah, it's just like zoom, 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 and little backwards zoomy zoom. Another early turn. Yeah, we're just zoom mode. Yeah, this is over. This is definitely a problem. Like, Cloud9 are not, they're not out yet. Where's the reverse sweep? You know, there are going to be times in Rocket League when you're 3-0 down in games in the best of 7 and 3-0 down in goals. That's when you have to play your best. You don't have to just hold boost and zoom around the field, ball chasing, fly off the underside of your crossbar. You need leadership. You need to step up and say, guys, we could do this. Come on. Like, 1 minute. What did they have when that last goal went in? They had maybe 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 3 goals. Let's make it happen. 2 minutes, 3 goals. That's your job from now on. It's not to be, well, woe is me. We give up. The thing that you do have to remember, though, and I'm going to like defend Cloud9 briefly, is that the format for RLCS playoffs is kind of rubbish in that Cloud9 went into this day, their main job was to beat Ghost. Beat Ghost, you made LAN. First game of the day, beat Ghost. They did it. They beat Ghost. Now they're in this other match against G2. And although it's further on into the bracket, there's less at stake. This match actually they're only playing for seeding and online money. And I say only playing for seeding. Obviously, you'd rather be the first seed going in, because you dodge the #1 team from, or you dodge the OCE teams. You want to dodge Chiefs, of course. You don't want to be the bottom seed for NA, because then you have to play against Chiefs, and you don't want to play against EU's #1, of course. But it just looks all too easy. There's backwall play by Kronovi. Backwall defense has deteriorated for Cloud9 as the series went on. Usually they're so good at that. The little zoomy zoom. You guys like the zoomy zooms, don't you? That's a decent little pass out of defense by Torment there. Oh wait, was it Squishy? No, it was Torment, right? Excellent pass. And Squishy trying to catch that long shot. That long shot could have just gone in if this was league play and you're not playing G2 or NRG. It's probably just a goal there because none of the other teams in America really rotate very well. But G2 rotate very well, so no goal. There's another great pass by Torment though. Well done. Huge beef between blocks 104. I think they're doing a show match of some sorts. I don't know what beef you're on about, but I mean when, where. Good placement by Gimmick in that shot. I like Gimmick's line of attack there as well. He's not too far away for once. Actually moving towards the ball when the pass is coming in. That's something that you have to remember. The ball, well, you're more likely to win the race to the ball if you're moving towards it when somebody passes to you, not running away from it and waiting for the ball to reach you. That's what Gimmick did there, that he's not been doing for many of the other parts of this series. Oh, you're kidding me. Well, Gimmick, where is the one place that you could hit this ball that Kronovi might dunk it? Remember we talked about this earlier, players sometimes just fly after the ball in Rocket League. Like Kronovi here, he's just like, aha, I'm just going to block this particular angle. Like, just don't get dunked on. That could have just gone in because Gimmick's cleared the ball straight down the middle instead of putting it to safety in the corner. Looks like Cloud9 have kind of, that goal might have given them a breath of hope. That infield pass, not quite close enough to, yeah, Squishy needed to hit this back into the edge of the box. See there, Gimmick is waiting at the edge of the box. The fact that the Squishies hit the ball closer to G2's goal, although you might think, yeah, we're going for the goal, let's put it in that direction. No, you've actually got to put it away. That's one of the reasons why Gale Force are so good at infield passes, because if you look at their infield passing, it's almost always straight sideways towards someone who's already there, or even back into the midfield. Because that is, JNAP's just beat Gimmick to the ball, not because he's faster, not because he has better reactions, not because his car is hacking. It's just because Squishy passed it towards JNAP's, not Gimmick. I actually do like Gimmick's positioning for his follow-ups on these infield passes towards the end of this game. Yeah, they need to score right now. That's spot on by Quinn. It's now or never. You got to create a chance and score it, and then do something cheeky on kickoff. It looks like the boost starving's just been too big, too good. Oh. Yeah, there's GG. So let's summarize. What did G2 do well or better than Cloud9? No, I'm going to pause this so the music doesn't mute this VOD. I think the main things that G2 did better than Cloud9 this series. Wait, what was the best game? I think this game might have been the best game, just because of that hilarious own goal. But yeah, G2 are far better at realizing when they have time to dribble. Squishy's, of course, I think the only player in Cloud9 who's really impressed me with his dribbling out of defense in recent time. Something Gimmick and Torment could do a lot better. Their passes, these long lofted passes, not going to work. Cloud9 need to tighten up their offense. They need to try to play a little bit closer together. Be moving towards the ball when it's passed to you, not making these runs and then trying to redirect the ball at the last second. Like, they need to play a little bit tighter in offense. For goodness sake, I've done it again. Thanks to the 420,
what
Mr.
are
Reimer.
Thoughts on Fnatic after the relegation tournament?
Fnatic need to just practice Rocket League more. I don't think they practice enough. I figured that Fnatic were going to have a pretty bad season this season in RLCS when they didn't show up with their main roster for Gfinity, because Fnatic and Vitality and Excel were all three rosters in Gfinity Elite Series Season 3. Vitality and Excel sent their main rosters to Gfinity, and I think it helped them both immensely. Fnatic didn't. They sent a couple of subs, then they only brought their main roster once they got to the playoffs. I think their main roster should have been there every single week. They should be practicing every single week. That's huge experience that they miss out on. Press J. Yeah, I know. Listen, I just like pressing spacebar, alright? I like pressing spacebar. So, G2 more meaningful with their touches. Cloud9's passing needs to tighten up. Defensively, Cloud9 need to challenge the ball in much better timing than they did this series. This series they were too spread out, I think. When somebody's challenging a dribble, we talked about that in game 1 when Gimmick's making a challenge. It probably should have been a fake challenge. And then nobody's ready right behind him. This game, the last game, Rizzo perfectly timed his follow-up challenge when Kronovi is in front of him. And he was easily able to dispossess Torment, who's trying to dribble him. Thanks for the 6 month in a row, Ixo, and the 5 month in a row, Tine Shiny too. Welcome back, both of you. I appreciate the continued support. Maestro did play pretty well in EU RLCS, that's true. Numerically, he put up the numbers, and he is still a fantastic player. But, you need to be a good team. You can't just 1v5. Not even JNAPs can 1v5. You needed Kronovi and Rizzo to up their game before they were able to win a tournament, before they were able to nearly win 2 tournaments in a row after they, were leading in the grand final of Leipzig. So let's think overall. Cloud9 need to tighten up these passes. These passes are too hopeful, too lofty. And when it comes to defense, we need to think a little bit more about positioning than boost. It's very, very boost focused. It's like, okay, I'm rotating back, I'm going to get boost. Then I'll think about what I'm going to do. Instead of thinking, oh, my teammate wants to challenge the ball. I should probably be close enough behind him that if he does get dribbled, I can take the ball for free, even if I only have 30 boost, right? So I'd say, yeah, tighten up those rotations, tighten up those passes. And I think that as far as mentality goes, bit more of a guessing game with that, but I'm very impressed with what G2 have done. Their communication looks great. They don't double commit anywhere near as much, and they look like they have great comeback potential. Morale is always looking pretty good when I watch them play. Cloud9 on the other hand, heads go down. Heads go down. That does happen with quiet teams in lots of other esports and Rocket League as well. See the save Crow made in the NRG series when he came from the inside of the goal off the ceiling, on the underside of the crossbar. No, I did not. I might do that series. We're not going to do it today. Don't want to do that series today because this took a long time to do this one. But we might do it another day. We're not going to do it today. Shut up me. Why am I talking? Didn't want to do that.